Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Bitcoin is in a larger bullish trend according to this indicator, but in the shorter term, prices are chopping around between support and resistance, which I'll talk about in just a moment, so definitely stick around. First of all, starting off on the 3-day Bitcoin chart, taking a look at the super trend indicator, which right now is still sitting in the green. And in case you're new to this channel, this super trend indicator on the 3-day time frame flipped green early January this year. And obviously, since then, the price of Bitcoin has been bullish. We have been trending to the upside basically this entire year. And of course, this is happening after pretty much one entire year where the super trend indicator was in the red, telling us that we are in a larger bearish trend. And before 2022, the last significant bearish trend that we saw here on the 3-day time frame was back during May, June, and July 2021, which was also shown in this super trend indicator. And of course, if you're looking at the previous bullish trends based on the super trend indicator, we flipped bullish right around here at the end of April, early May 2020. And as you can see, this super trend indicator remained in the green and remained bullish the entire time from mid 2020 all the way up to that $65,000 top in April 2021. And of course, not long after that, we flipped back into the red in this indicator, confirming the next significant bearish trend. And then we flipped back into the green in this indicator during around July, August 2021, just after that bearish phase passed, and we were entering into another significant bullish trend here on the larger timeframes. Now, it is important to mention that even during a bullish trend, we can have corrections and pullbacks along the way. For example, during September 2021, that entire month was basically bearish, but that still occurred within a larger bullish trend here on the 3-day time frame. And obviously, towards the end of 2021, entering into early 2022, this super trend indicator on the 3-day time frame flipped back into the red, confirming a significant downtrend is beginning. And once again, it stayed in the red the entire time, all the way until recently, towards the beginning of this year, which once again is where it flipped back into the green, and it has been green ever since. And in order for this indicator to flip back into the red, we would need to see a break below this green line right here, which is currently sitting at around $20,000. So basically, a break back below 20,000, that would basically be a signal in this indicator telling us that we're potentially moving out of this bullish trend and resuming a larger bearish trend. But at least for now, this super trend indicator is still sitting in the green on the 3-day time frame, signaling that we're in a larger bullish trend here on the larger time frames once again. And now, if you're zooming into the daily time frame, obviously we are seeing a bearish divergence play out right now, which means reduced bullish momentum potentially over 1 to 2 weeks since the bearish divergence confirmed. And already it's been close to 1 week since this bearish divergence confirmed. And obviously since then, over the last 1 week, we have seen reduced bullish momentum, mostly bearish price action actually. And once again, these bearish divergences on the daily time frame tend to play out over 1 to 2 weeks. So potentially over the next 1 week, we could continue to see reduced bullish momentum, which means either a continued pullback in the more shorter term or some choppy sideways price action over the next 1 week or so. But like I said, this can still occur within a larger bullish trend for as long as we're still forming things like higher lows and higher highs. And obviously, we still have this important range of resistance we cannot forget about coming into play in between 24.3K going up to 25.2K, still acting as strong resistance on the daily time frame. And as for support levels on the daily time frame, these Fibonacci levels have not changed since my last video. So if you're new to the channel and you want to know some important levels of support on the daily time frame, then check out my last video on the channel. And now zooming into the shorter term, this right here is the 6-hour Bitcoin to US dollar chart. And right now, as I'm recording this video, the price of Bitcoin is basically chopping around between support and resistance. So at least in the imminent short term, we're looking somewhat neutral here, not overly bullish or overly bearish in the imminent short term, but we are still within this correction phase within a larger bullish trend. So I know that can be a little bit confusing, but it is important to understand the difference between different time frames. For example, we could be in an uptrend here on the daily chart while being in a downtrend in the shorter term, which is basically the situation at the moment. We're in a correction phase in a larger bullish trend, but just in the imminent short term, the price is relatively neutral, as in talking about the next 1 day or so, because it is currently chopping around between support and resistance. And in case you're wondering, this support is coming into play in between 22.8k to around 23k. And if you're looking at the volume profile indicator, we also have a little bit of support at around 23.2k. So basically the low $23,000 area is acting as support, with resistance based on the volume profile indicator sitting at around 23.6k to 23.8k. And now if we end up seeing a confirmed breakout above 23.8k, then in that case, the next resistance based on the volume profile indicator is sitting at around 24.5k approximately. But anyway, now getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this right here is the daily ETH to US dollar chart. And right now, as I'm recording this video, the price of ETH is still running into this important range of resistance coming into play in between 1650 to 1.7k. And on top of the price running into resistance, of course, this bearish divergence is still playing out as of right now on the daily time frame. And like I said earlier, it could potentially continue to play out over the next 1 week or so. But if we start to see a confirmed breakout here in the daily RSI above this resistance line, and more importantly, break into new higher highs in the RSI, then in that case, that would be an invalidation signal for this bearish divergence. So keep that in mind as well. And once again, in terms of the trend on the daily time frame, we haven't actually broken the bullish price structure, at least as of right now. So yes, we are somewhat bearish in the shorter term in this more correction phase in the shorter term due to the price rejecting off resistance and this bearish divergence playing out, but that doesn't necessarily cancel the bullish trend, because of course during a bullish trend we can have some time periods where we have pullbacks along the way. But as I've said recently, if we start to see a confirmed break back below around 1.5k, then in that case that would begin breaking the bullish price structure and potentially signal a new bearish trend beginning on the daily time frame. But we haven't actually seen that, at least as of right now. And as for the Fibonacci levels of support here on the daily time frame, once again, these have not changed since my last video. So if you're new to the channel, check out my last video to find out these Fibonacci levels of support. And now zooming into the shorter term, this right here is the 6-hour ETH to US dollar chart. And right now, as I'm recording this video, the price of ETH is running into this area of resistance based on the volume profile indicator. And this area of resistance is coming into play in between 1640 to 1650. But if we see a break above 1650, then we also have resistance at around 1670 based on the volume profile indicator. And above that level, we have more resistance at around 1710 based on this local high in the 6-hour candle closes. And as for short-term support, we have this price range coming into play in between around 1570 to around 1585 based on the volume profile indicator once again. And in terms of the short-term trend at the moment, we are still currently within this correction phase within a larger bullish trend on the daily time frame. But just in the imminent short term, while price is chopping around between this support and this resistance, we're looking relatively neutral in the imminent short term, as in over the next 1 day or so. And if we start to see breakouts above some of these levels of resistance, then we could indeed resume this larger bullish trend after this pause that we've taken so far from this bearish divergence and the price running into resistance. But at least for now, we just need to remain patient while the price once again is still chopping between support and resistance. And now, if you want to know how to maximize your profits in crypto, no matter if the price is going to the upside, to the downside, or simply chopping around sideways like it is at the moment, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how to make money if the price is either in a bullish or bearish trend, and the video in the bottom bottom left shows you how to make money in crypto if the price is chopping around sideways. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.